Namaste, Dandavat Pranam. By the instruction and grace of our spiritual master, Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa, Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Mahārāja, we are here reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're also paying our humble Dandavat Pranam to Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, who has provided us this wonderful commentary and translation of Bhagavatam. And we're also praying to Srimati Radharani, following the guidance of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. He said that unless we can discover something about Srimati Radharani within Bhagavatam, then our study has been wasted if we haven't done that. Yadi seva vanchitasya ma yasya kripaya vayam labema sarvam prapnuma prayojanam damni Shri Bhagavat pade Krishna sambandhi sarvam cha yadi na janimahe tutam ashtadashasu sahasreshu shlokanam Bhagavat oktishu radharanimna vindamatada nishphalam Bhagavat adhyayanam radhikaya kripam vina vyartasyat sarva parishrama. If we are cheated out of serving that personality whose mercy awards us everything we need, including residence in the Lord's holy Dham, and all things connected to Krishna, and if we cannot understand or discover Radharani within the 18,000 verses of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, then our study of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam has been pointless. Without the mercy of Srimati Radharani, all of our efforts are in vain. Hare Krishna. So we are here continuing our reading of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam from Canto 5, The Creative Impetus, Chapter 8, A Description of the Character of Bharata Mahārāja, Text 16. Api bhata savai kripana ena balako mrita harino sutaho mamanaryasya satakirata matir akrita sukritasya krita vishramba atma prajayena tad avi ganayan sujana iva gamisyati. Bharata Mahārāja would think, alas, the deer is now helpless. I am now very unfortunate, and my mind is like a cunning hunter, for it is always filled with cheating propensities and cruelty. The deer has put its faith in me, just as a good man who has a natural interest in good behavior forgets the misbehavior of a cunning friend and puts his faith in him. Although I have proved faithless, will this deer return its faith in me? Purport. Pranam Bhakti Chirag, Bhakti Shivam. Purport. Bharata Mahārāja was very noble and exalted, and therefore when the deer was absent from him, he thought himself unworthy to give it protection. Due to his attachment for the animal, he thought that the animal was as noble and exalted as he himself was. According to the logic of Atmavan Manyate Jagat, everyone thinks of others according to his own position. Therefore, Mahārāja Bharata felt that the deer had left him due to his negligence, and that due to the animal's noble heart, it would again return. Text 17. Api kshemenasmin ashramo pavane Shaspani charantam deva guptam drakasyami. Alas, is it possible that I shall again see this animal protected by the Lord and fearless of tigers and other animals? Shall I again see him wandering in the garden, eating soft grass? Purport. Mahārāja Bharata thought that the animal was disappointed in his protection and had left him for the protection of a demigod. Regardless, he ardently desired to see the animal again within his ashram, eating the soft grass and not fearing tigers and other animals. Mahārāja Bharata could think only of the deer and how the animal could be protected from all kinds of inauspicious things. From the materialistic point of view, such kind thoughts may be very laudable, but from the spiritual point of view, the king was actually falling from his exalted spiritual position and unnecessarily becoming attached to an animal. Thus degrading himself, he would have to accept an animal body. Text 18. Apichanavruka shalovrako nyatamo va naika chara eka charo vabaksayati. I do not know, but the deer might have been eaten by a wolf or a dog, or by the boars that flock together, or the tiger who travels alone. Purport. Tigers never wander in the forest in flocks. Each tiger wanders alone, but forest boars keep together. Similarly, hogs, wolves, and dogs do the same. Thus Mahārāja Bharata thought that the deer had been killed by some of the many ferocious animals within the forest. Text 19. Nimlochati ha Bhagavan Shakala Jagat Chemo Dayastrai Atmadhyapi Mamana Mriga Vadunyasa Agachati. Alas, when the sun rises, all auspicious things begin. Unfortunately, they have not begun for me. The sun god is the Vedas personified, but I am bereft of all Vedic principles. That sun god is now setting, yet the poor animal who trusted in me since its mother died has not returned. Purport. In Brahma Samhita 5.52, the sun is described as the eye of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yachchakshureva sevita sakala grahanam rajasamasta suramurtir asesha teja yasyagya brahmati sambritta kala chakro govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. As the sun rises, one should chant the Vedic mantra beginning with the Gayatri. The sun is the symbolic representation of the eyes of the Supreme Lord. Mahārāja Bharata lamented that although the sun was going to set, due to the poor animal's absence, he could not find anything auspicious. Bharata Maharaj considered himself most unfortunate, for due to the animal's absence, there was nothing auspicious for him in the presence of the sun. Text 20. Apisvid akrita shukritam agatya mam sukhayasyati harina raja kumaro vividha ruchira darshaniya nija mriga dharaka vinodar ashantosam svanam apanudan. That deer is exactly like a prince. When will it return? When will it again display its personal activities, which are so pleasing? When will it again pacify a wounded heart like mine? I certainly must have no pious assets, otherwise the deer would have returned by now. Purport. Out of strong affection, the king accepted the small deer as if it were a prince. This is called moha. Due to his anxiety over the deer's absence, the king addressed the animal as though it were his son. Out of affection, anyone can be addressed as anything. Text 21. Kshvelikayam mamrisha Samadhina milita drisham prema samrambena chakita chakita agatya prashad aparusha vishana grena lutati. Alas, the small deer, playing with me and seeing me feigning meditation with closed eyes, would circumambulate me due to anger arising from love, and it would fearfully touch me with the points of its soft horns, which felt like drops of water. Purport. Now King Bharata considers his meditation false. While engaged in meditation, he was actually thinking of his deer, and he would feel great pleasure when the animal pricked him with the points of its horns. Feigning meditation, the king would actually think of the animal, and this was but a sign of his downfall. Text 22. Asadita havishi barhisi dushite mayo palabdo bita bita sapadyuprata rasarishi kumaravad avahita karna kalapa aste. When I placed all the sacrificial ingredients on the kusa grass, the deer, when playing, would touch the grass with its teeth and thus pollute it. When I chastised the deer by pushing it away, it would immediately become fearful and sit down motionless, exactly like the son of a saintly person. Thus it would stop its play. Purport. Bharata Mahārāja was constantly thinking of the activities of the deer, forgetting that such meditation and diversion of attention was killing his progress in spiritual achievement. Text 23. Kimbha are acharitam tapas vinyanaya yad iyam avani savinaya krishna sara tanaya tanutara shubhaga shivatama karakura pada pankti bir dravina bidhur aturasya kripanasya mama dravina padavim suchayanti atmanam cha sarvata krita kautukam dvijanam svargapavarga kamanam deva yajanam karoti. After speaking like a madman in this way, Mahārāja Bharata got up and went outside. Seeing the footprints of the deer on the ground, he praised the footprints out of love, saying, "O unfortunate Bharata, your austerities and penances are very insignificant compared to the penance and austerity undergone by this earth planet. Due to the earth's severe penances, the footprints of this deer, which are small and beautiful, most auspicious and soft, are imprinted on the surface of this fortunate planet. This series of footprints show a person like me, who am bereaved due to the loss of the deer, how the animal has passed through the forest, and how I can regain my lost wealth. By these footprints, this land has become a proper place for brahmanas who desire heavenly planets, or liberation to execute sacrifices to the demigods." Purport. It is said that when a person becomes overly involved in loving affairs, he forgets himself as well as others, and he forgets how to act and how to speak. It is said that once, when a man's son was blind since birth, the father, out of staunch affection for the child, named him Padma-lochan, or lotus-eyed. This is the situation arising from blind love. Bharata Mahārāja gradually fell into this condition due to his material love for the deer. It is said in the Smriti Shastra Yasmin deshe mriga Krishnas tasmin dharman ivodata. That tract of land wherein the footprints of a black deer can be seen is to be understood as a suitable place to execute religious rituals. Text 24. Apisvid aso bhagavan udupatir enam mriga pati bayan mrita mataram mriga balakam swashrama pari brashtam anukampaya kripana jana vatsala paripati. Mahārāja Bharata continued to speak like a madman. Seeing above his head the dark marks on the rising moon, which resembled a deer, he said, "Can it be that the moon, who is so kind to an unhappy man, might also be kind upon my deer, knowing that it has strayed from home and has become motherless? This moon has given the deer shelter near itself, just to protect it from the fearful attacks of a lion." Text 25. Kimvatmaja vishlesha dvara dava dahana shikabir upatapyamana hridaya stala nalinikam mam upashrita mrigi tanayam sishira santanuraga gunita nija vadana salilam ritamaya kabasti bihi svadayi titicha. After perceiving the moonshine, Mahārāja Bharata continued speaking like a crazy person. He said, the deer's son was so submissive and dear to me that due to its separation, I am feeling separation from my own son. Due to the burning fever of this separation, I am suffering, as if inflamed by a forest fire. My heart, which is like the lily of the land, is now burning. Seeing me so distressed, the moon is certainly splashing its shining nectar upon me. Just as a friend throws water on another friend who has a high fever, in this way the moon is bringing me happiness. Purport. According to Ayurvedic treatment, it is said that if one has a high fever, someone should splash him with water after gargling this water. In this way, the fever subsides. Although Bharata Maharaj was very aggrieved due to the separation of his so-called son, he thought that the moon was splashing gargled water on him from its mouth, and that this water would subdue his high fever, which was raging due to separation from the deer. And thus ends our reading for today. We'll continue from text 26 on Friday. Before we conclude, were there any comments or questions or anything to share from the assembled devotees? Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Shripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Mahārāja Ki Jai.
Hey.
Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Guru Dev, Srila Acharya Dev, Srila Tirtha Maharaj Ki Jai.
Hey.
Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai.
Hey.
All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the worldwide devotees. Sama Bhakta Veda Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Navadip Dham Ki Jai, Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Ju Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Giri Govardhan Dham Ki Jai, Sham Kun Radha Kun Ki Jai, Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Jai Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai, Scientific Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Ki Jai. Jai Princeton Bhakti Vedanta Institute Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Hari
हरी हरी बोल।
जय श्रीमती
हरे
उमा देवी दास की, जय भक्ति शिवाम की जय।
जय
जय
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण।
श्री कृष्ण केशव प्रभु जी की जय।
जय
धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद।